Good afternoon, I'm Denise Tan, and this is One News Now. The Energy Department sees no oil price rollbacks this month due to the decreased fuel production of Saudi Arabia and Russia. Since July 18, petroleum prices have risen by 8 to 10 pesos per liter. With this, transport groups Pasang Mazda and Altodap are calling for a 5 peso increase in the minimum fare for jeepneys from the current 12 pesos to 17 pesos. Pasang Mazda President Obet Martin told Radio 5 that deliberations on their appeal might take some time, and that's why they are asking for an immediate provisional increase of at least 1 peso in the base fare.
Ito ang mga pagtasa nangyari neto sa loob ng 3 linggo ay nawawalan na po, Ma'am Cheryl, ang ating mga jeepney drivers ng more than 400 pesos a day. Kanya po yung aming inihain with prayers ng provisional increase of 1 peso po para lamang mapantayan yung maggastos ng pagtaas ng ating petroleum product.
Speaking of high prices, President Bongbong Marcos has promised to bring down the price of rice to 20 pesos a kilo is unlikely, at least in the next 2 years. That's according to agriculture officials who also admitted that they have yet to figure out the extent of the staples price stability this harvest season. Some lawmakers suspect that a number of traders could be manipulating prices, triggering more expensive rice that now go for at least 56 pesos a kilo. But the DA denied that there is a rice cartel. Agriculture group SINAG agreed, saying higher prices are because of thinner rice supply as expected during the lean months.
I don't believe, Mr. Chair, there's a
The
rice
Philippine Competition Commission believe there's a rice cartel. In the city of Manila, we believe there's a rice cartel. This is my first time. This is my first time that you answered there is no rice cartel.
Meanwhile, the DA also admitted that it had been 6 months since President Marcos last joined an agency meeting. Marcos Jr. is a concurrent secretary of the DA, but agriculture officials reiterated that the chief executive gets regular briefings. Still, some lawmakers say this is not good enough.
There's advantages in having the president be the named secretary for department, but for a department with so many issues and problems, I don't think it's good governance, personally. I have the highest respect for the president. He means well, but I think we need a full-time secretary.
In other news, the military says China still shadowed Philippine ships during the most recent resupply mission to the BRP Sierra Madre off Ayungin Shoal. Aside from shadowing, AFP spokesperson Colonel Medel Aguilar told Radio 5's Ted Filon at DJ Chacha that China maneuvered at the country's ships and activated their water cannons. Aguilar believes that the cannons were not fired due to Beijing's fear of more condemnation from the international community following its attack on August 5.
Nakita po namin sa isang video na nag-activate sila ng water cannon pero hindi naman nila ito itinutok. Nakatutok naman ito sa baba. Alam naman natin kung ano ang epekto sa kanila. Ayaw din nila na ma-isolate. Dahil so yung nakaraang pong August 5 incident, nakita natin kung gaano kalakas yung condemnation sa kanila.
Meanwhile, China defended its action to continue shadowing Philippine ships. Beijing claimed that Manila vessels were only allowed entry into disputed waters yesterday because they carried humanitarian supplies and not construction materials.
What I want to emphasize is that there has never been problem with the delivery of humanitarian supplies because there is a special arrangement for such. The problem was with the transportation of large scale of building materials. I think that's so far what I can share with you.
Meantime, the United States clarified that it did not intend to exclude the Philippines from the maritime drills in the West Philippine Sea. Washington explained that the naval drill this time around just happens to be among the U.S., Japan, and Australia earlier this week. The Armed Forces of the Philippines claimed it was not informed of the joint activity. Despite this, the Philippines is already preparing for the next Balikatan exercises with the U.S. set for April of 2024. Time to take a quick break. One News Now will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. The House of Representatives has approved a resolution calling on the COMELEC to hold special elections for the replacement of expelled Congressman Arnie Teves. The House has certified as vacant the congressional seat for the 3rd District of Negros Oriental. Under Republic Act 6645, special polls may be held in case of vacancy in the House at least 1 year before the next regular election. Teves was expelled from Congress over his continued absence. The former congressman was also tagged as a terrorist due to his alleged involvement in the assassination of Negros Oriental Governor Roel Degamo. Teves has vehemently denied all these accusations. Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Juan Ponce Enrile claims President Bongbong Marcos is, quote, under pressure from rich developers. These are big businessmen asking the chief executive to reconsider the suspension of all reclamation projects in Manila Bay. In his program on SMNI, Enrile said one of the developers even begged Marcos to allow their project to continue. He did not name the said developer. Enrile says Marcos Jr. wanted to suspend the reclamation projects over concerns that they could worsen flooding in nearby communities.
Halos lumuhod sa presidente dahil malaki ang utang sa bangko.
Nako.
Ngayon, pinagbigyan ng presidente yung natapos mo, okay na. Pero yung mga susunod,
Huwag na.
dahil yung kanyang reclamation is 250.
Oh, ako, Diyos ko.
250 hectares yata.
Alam ko na yan.
Oo. So, yun, hanggang doon siya. Yung mga iba na hindi pa nag-umpisa, wala na yun.
We now give you a quick look at today's other top stories. The wake of Department of Migrant Workers Secretary Susan Ople will be held at Chapel 1 of the Heritage Memorial Park in Taguig. It begins this afternoon until Tuesday next week, August 29. The Ople family is requesting that in lieu of flowers, donations to the Blas F. Ople Policy Center would be greatly appreciated. Ople died at around 1 p.m. on Tuesday, but the DMW did not disclose the cause of her death. Broadcaster Jay Sonza has been released from jail after posting bail for 2 cases. Sonza paid a total of 270,000 pesos for the estafa and libel charges he's facing. The Bureau of Jail Management and Penology said Sonza was released from the Quezon City Jail shortly before 9 in the evening on Tuesday. He was arrested on July 18 while about to board a flight to Hong Kong. The Tourism Department anticipates some 600,000 spectators for the upcoming FIBA World Cup. The agency said this includes both domestic and foreign tourists. Still, the final count will be determined by FIBA. The DOT has also partnered with a tourism consortium that's looking to offer World Cup tour packages. Gilas Pilipinas is set to release its final lineup for the FIBA World Cup today. Gilas held an open practice last night at the PhilSports Arena where only 13 of the previous 16-man pool attended. Calvin Oftana, Bobby Ray Parks Jr., and Thirdy Vavena were absent. Parks and Vavena have reportedly been dropped from the final 12-man World Cup roster. Gilas head coach Chot Reyes says the team's fit with each other's gameplay will be among the factors in choosing the final 12.
Fit with the way we want to play and fit with each other's styles, with each other's style of play, and more than anything is I guess really the players who we feel give us the best chance.
One News Now will be back at 3:15 p.m. I'm Denise Tan. Reminding you again that the FIBA World Cup starts on August 25th. So support Gilas, support Team Pilipinas, watch and buy tickets to the biggest sports event of the year. Let us all root for our team.